eating an omelet, going to catch my ferry in T-minus like 20 minutes. While we wait for the Polaroid to dry, today is a sad day because today is the day that I have to leave my good friends Nick and Marie. We spent so long together, but it is so sad that we must part ways. It's sad. Are you crying? Nick's crying. It's been great.
Don't leave any things in the next few days.
I will try my best not to. Yeah, so basically what's happening is our visas all expire very soon, so we're on our last legs. We're flying out and making our way out of the Philippines. I'm headed back to El Nido, the island of Palawan, and going down towards Puerto Princesa to catch my flight, and these guys are just flying out from Coron. Either way, it means that we're parting ways and they're disappearing. It's been so fun traveling with them, and they made the experience so much better. You hear that, Nick? Hear that?
I did.
Hey, Nick, shut up. Oh, man. And there we go, just like that, I'm back in El Nido. I shouldn't say just like that because actually it took like 8 hours, but all in all, close enough. Looking back on it now, I really wish I had flown like Nick and Marie. I mean, it was like a couple dollars extra, but I didn't do my research well enough, so I had no idea. But as of right now, the plan is kill one night here, then take the bus to Puerto Princesa, kill one night there, fly to Cebu, kill 6 hours there, and then fly back to Thailand. Good morning, fam. Killed one night here in El Nido when I met up with some friends from Thailand last night. Didn't film or anything because it was just like saying goodbye as I'll never see them again. And yeah, so today is the day we catch the bus. We're headed to Puerto Princesa in a couple hours. So looking back on my travel itinerary and what I decided to do to come from Coron to here to Puerto Princesa to fly to Cebu, to fly from Cebu to Thailand, it was totally misguided and I should have done a bit more research. But the ferry to and from Coron is like 30 Canadian dollars. Then the bus, El Nido to Puerto Princesa is like 10 Canadian dollars, so it's like 40. Really would have made a lot more sense to spend the extra like $20 and just fly directly from Coron to Cebu and just skip out the middleman. It's turned into a 3-day adventure of me running around trying to catch buses and planes. So things you learn while backpacking, but things that I can learn and pass on to you. So I endure the mistake and you guys have the information. That's one thing that I've also picked up while traveling is so many backpackers, myself included, try to find information online and it's not there. And then videos, people never explain it. So I'm trying to get better at explaining myself, explaining what I'm doing, so you guys can watch these videos and then take the information to travel on your own. Hopefully you guys do that. That's the goal, to show you that you have to do this. And hopefully with these videos, like I said, I'm helping you guys make it easier to pull the plug and just do it, as you can see that it's very simple. It's very simple, but very worth it. So if you didn't catch that, what I was recording was an army truck with about 5 or 6 armed guards, like with big M4 machine guns. And you don't see that everywhere. Usually, if something like that was in Canada, it would be hidden and more discreet than that, but that was just like in the middle of nowhere. I actually went to the bakery, and that's how I noticed it. One of the armed guards was buying cookies with his machine gun. Now, I'm not exactly sure all of the politics behind it, but terrorism has been a big problem in the Philippines as of recent, and even as of the past couple days, it's been a big issue. And so from what I know and what I've heard of other backpackers traveling around, they've actually threatened to attack or start doing stuff to more touristy places. And so the government is fighting back, and that is why this is here. So though I should feel safe, it is kind of unsettling and intimidating seeing that. But yeah, all of this has just started happening, and I'm actually leaving the Philippines in like I said, like a day, so it's okay. This may not be 100% correct, but this is to the best of my knowledge of how everything is going and from what I've heard. So basically, the do not travel zone, according to the Canadian government website and people, is you don't go to the south. So in the blue box, you don't go to the south of the Philippines just to be safe. Usually that's fine and dandy and that's all you have to worry about. But over the past couple days, I believe it was April 12th or 13th, there was actually a big attack, I guess you'd say, on Bohol, which is the island that I have with gold stars on it. And that's from the video I talked about how much it costs to travel Southeast Asia with the tarsiers, the big eyes and stuff like that. That was that island, and we left a couple days before this happened. Then another island that's usually totally fine is the red dot, and that's Siquijor, the one with the rope swing that I filmed. That was one of my favorite islands, and usually it's totally fine to go to. But now there's a huge military presence along the south end just because of all that's been happening and how it's close to the south. So that is also a do not travel zone now, according to the Canadian government website. And now the Canadian government also says you do not take any boats or anything past this purple line, which is the south tip of Palawan, because it is not safe anymore, and it's just too high of a risk, and I wasn't planning on it anyway, so that's no big deal. There's also a concern with Easter that just happened, because Easter's a Christian holiday, and that just doesn't float with the whole situation going on. There was a lot of security around that. When we were in Port Barton and they were doing the service, I went and checked it out, and there were armed guards around it. It's just not the safest place to be right now. But all of that being said, that should not be a deterrent whatsoever for all of you wanting to visit the Philippines. It has been an amazing country and it's one of my favorites so far. It's just that right now, currently, it isn't the safest place to be, and that's obviously going to change soon. It's just right now, maybe hold off on it if you don't have to. Check your government's website, check the travel advisories, see what they have to say. They obviously know way more than I do. But this does not affect my opinion on the Philippines whatsoever. It is still, bar none, the nicest people I've ever met. The people here are amazing. One of the most beautiful countries I've ever seen, and one of my favorites overall. I absolutely love it here. It is more fun in the Philippines. Had to go for the classic mango banana shake, grande size. Ended up going with this rice and egg concoction. Looks pretty good, and I kind of went overboard. I wasn't planning on spending much money, but I got a brownie and this and juice, whatever. Airport snacks, airport snacks, airport snacks. What can I snack on at the airport? I'm gonna try and go healthy today. Going with the peanuts. Peanuts, the slightly healthier than chips alternative. Yeah, it's not great though. Whatever. That's awesome. Thank you. Father and son tuk-tuk driving. So awesome. I paid the dad and then gave the kid some money too. I am spending my night in Puerto Princesa in style. I've actually went to the store. I bought myself some pizza, and now I'm just gonna sit back, relax, enjoy the coolness of my fan, and watch some Netflix. So I will catch you guys in the morning or tomorrow when we're getting on the plane to Cebu.